speak about the 4 verbal actions today. And for a karma to be a complete karma, it needs 4 parts to be complete. So the object, the attitude or the motivation, the action, and the completion of the action. So I went through those with yesterday. If an action is complete, then it has the power to throw a future rebirth. If not all those branches are complete, then it won't necessarily ripen in a rebirth, but it could ripen in another kind of way. It's, for example, something you experience in your life or something else like that. Okay, so lying is deliberately saying what we know not to be the case. Okay, so there's big lies where we really want to cover up something we did that we don't want others to know about. And in that case, there's kind of a double thing. There's the lie, but then there's the thing we don't want others to know about. So when we're tempted to lie in that way, then to ask ourselves, well, why? What did I do that I don't want others to know about? Okay, and then really need to do a little bit of introspection about that, because maybe we shouldn't have been doing that to start with, so then we don't need to lie about it. Then there's other kind of lies we do, what we call little white lies, but they're still lies, aren't they? Because they're not telling the truth. And often I think people tell these little white lies because they think they're going to be somehow protect somebody else, but they usually don't. You know, if you're home and you don't want to talk to somebody on the phone, you say, I'm busy, I'll call you back. You don't need to tell them I'm not here. You know, it's like people understand you're busy and you'll call them back. Then there's other lies we do to cover up for ourselves, you know, like we did something and we don't want to really own up to it. Yeah, and so we lie to cover it up, or we don't want to get caught in doing some small thing, so we lie, or we think somebody's going to disapprove of what we're going to do, or they're going to speak harshly to us over some small thing, so we kind of cover it up and lie and this and that. And that can become quite a pattern in our life. And so again, to stop and ask ourselves, well, why am I doing this? Because it already involves a presupposition that the other person is going to judge me. You know, there's some small thing, and I can't say things honestly because I'm sure that even though it's a small thing, somebody's going to disapprove, somebody's going to judge me, somebody's going to criticize me. But that's pretending like we're a mind reader, isn't it? You know, and it's not really trusting the other person very much that they're going to respond in an understanding way. And it's also not really, you know, kind of being honest about what we're doing and taking responsibility. So I think it's good, you know, to say things and people understand, and if they don't, then you talk about it and explain it, and then they understand. But I think what's so detrimental, well, there's many detrimental things about lying, but especially what it does is it destroys trust. Yeah, because I don't know about you, you know, if somebody tells you a big lie, and you usually find out about it later on, then do you trust that person afterwards? Forget it. Yeah? And so to think in our relationships, if we do things that we don't want others to know about, and then we lie about it, then just ask Bill Clinton what happens, you know? It's not good, is it? It's much better just to, you know, monitor our actions, be truthful about what we do, and move on. Okay, that's enough for today.